Hei hei! Hei kaikille! Meillä jatkuu Kingdom Comeit tänään. Mitäs meillä viimeksi tapahtui, kun päästiin Guttenbergiin, mikä on ilmeisesti vähän tämmönen isompi kaupunki. Ja mulla näyttis sulaa, ei kun siis ei se pahasti ykittänyt. Siellä me yritettiin löytää lisätietoa Liechtensteinista, joka mahdollisesti kertoisi meille sitten tietoa Hansista. Meidän pitää sitä varten soluttua ilmeisesti jonnekin rasistiporukkaan. Meillä on se tehtävänä. Sen lisäksi me käytiin varastamassa kuningas Sigismundin makkaroita ja syötettiin niitä köyhille. Ja käytiin keräämässä erilaisia questeja ja nopeasti. No niin.
Somebody gave you a good working over.
Aina minä otin turpaani, mutta varmaan mennä nukkumaan.
This? It's nothing. But thanks for asking.
Greetings. Do you need something?
I'm Henry, a new member of the guild.
I'm Rat. That's what they call me. My nimble fingers can deal with any lock. Me and Hog, we're the main workforce in the guild. Hog is my best friend.
Tell me about yourself. Where did you come from? What are you doing here?
I'm doing what I've always done. I'm stealing. But now, I'm doing it for a higher purpose. Because I only steal from the enemies of the Kingdom of Bohemia.
Have you ever thought about finding more honest work?
And let others rob me blind on my earnings?
Thanks,
friend. I think I'll stick with stealing.
Eikä tarvii maksaa verojakaan.
What do you think of the guild?
If you want to talk, go to Chenyek. He's the chatty one. All I can tell you is that ever since the guild began, even thievery makes more sense. Suddenly, I don't feel so guilty. And a part of every haul goes to the poor, so everyone is happy.
Isn't that just an excuse?
Not at all, friend. You can see the results with your own eyes. Most of the city is on our side.
Chenyek said you might have some work on the side for me.
Sure. You did a pretty good job last time. I'll give you that. So, I think you can be trusted.
So, do you have something?
You know the rules. If I tell you about it, you can't back out.
I know how it is.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Good. But there's a catch. It's not dangerous, it's just not for the faint of heart. You see, a certain mine owner recently kicked the bucket, and we need to bring him back to life. That Hanneman rot may have been a cunt, but he sure was rich, and above all, childless. So, by law, the church, the city, and that Hungarian whoreson Sigismund will all get a share of his property.
And what do you want me to do?
Fortunately, Rot was vain enough to be buried in a tomb with his rings.
Pitääkö meidän
More
väärentää
importantly,
testamentti?
his seal. Now do you get it?
I understand. The guild could use a seal to conclude a few interesting binding contracts.
Minä ennenkin kirjoittanut puolelta, mikä on.
Most astute. Exactly so. Bring me the seal and whatever else you find on the way is yours. Corpses can always be difficult, so if you want any good luck charms, just say so.
Where is the dead?
Right in the Sedlet's grave. Just look for a freshly bricked hole.
Yeah.
How do I get to the under?
That's the hard part. But maybe one of the monks. You just have to figure.
What does the seal?
Nothing special.
Good.
So,
Tell me more about these.
one couldn't get by without them in our profession. You can usually buy them cheap from an
Good.
neck's fingers, hair, veins, teeth, and fingernails. They're all
Do you have one of those thieves'
naturally. Try.
Tietysti.
I'll buy it.
By all means.
I'll have a look at your.
Minusta tuntuu, että minua kusetettiin juuri. Tuo. Ehkä mä myös sikismodin loput makkarat tälle. Aina noin kalliita. Ei kun mä katsoin väärin. Nyt on kaikki. Eiku niin sillä ei enää. Raettia siinä myyjällä. Joo.
I'd like to discuss the
Mä annan tälle vähän alennusta, niin mä saan siltä
here
reputationi.
and something for your trouble.
Well, thanks a lot.
Noniin. Sitten se innkeeperi nyt on.
The city council is organizing another collection for repairs to the fort.
Ei.
What do you want?
No missä se on se innkeeper?
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
What are you here?
Can I get some?
If you got and for help? No problem.
No joo.
Right, here's the money.
I
Unless
knew
they're
we'd
regular.
come to an anyone can sleep.
What's new in
Nothing much. Excuse me.
Sitten rannat. Onks nukkumassa?
One beer, please.
Ei se ole täällä kun läpis. Tämä. Aika lähteä sinne meetingiin varmaankin. Joku crusherit. Ja minun nyt. Kukaan ei nähnyt mitään epäilyttävää. Niin pitää lähteä sinne miittiin, joka vissiin on. Missä se on? Tuolla. Eiku, pitää tämä päällä. Kun ollaan kaupungissa, muuten tulee vaan että hei, ei näin saa tehdä. Kukaan ei nähnyt mitään.
I'm in no mood for nonsense. So no messing about. Got it?
En kerinyt vastata. Eli onko se täällä takana? No niin, rasismiporukkaa. Eikä olla huolissaan. Miau.
Hey! Hey! Open up! Open up!
Eikö sä samoin kuule Ansan? Mitäs vittu?
Well, what are you doing, Moishe?
Futsa caporra, piece of junk. Never mind. We'll cut this shit down.
Vittu.
Totaman.
Ehtisinkö mä juo vielä ton Nighthawkin? Kiitos.
Fucking hell.
Oi vittu.
Come on then. You want to try me?
En. Not particularly. Ui vittu. Ai.
Wanker!
Vittu. Tää scripted. Voi helvetti. Varmaan olla voittaa, varmaan voittaa. Mä pärjäsin sille toisellekin. Ai vittu.
You know, you've got a saying for moments like this. If you can't bite, don't show your teeth. You should never have come snooping around where you don't belong. That Philistine Sigismund has sent all sorts of bastards and spies after me.
Look, I'm not...
But I have to say, you're about the cheekiest mamser of them all, asking me straight out about Liechtenstein.
But I'm not... I'm not Sigismund's spy.
Oh, you're not. So whose spy are you then?
I was sent by Sir Radzig Cobbler. Liechtenstein knows him.
A nice tale. Can you prove it?
Yeah, my sword. It's got Sir Radzig's crest on it.
Älkää tappako minua.
Unfortunately for you, I haven't the slightest ahnung who that is.
Mitäkään tää eri tavalla, jos mä olisin voittanut sen toisen tyyppisen, kyllä aika paha. Tai siis minä olen aika paska. V. Venceslas.
Jakob, wait. I've changed my mind. He's coming with us.
Yes. En voi hyvin. Minä luulin, että minä olisin päässyt vittuilemaan rasisteille, mutta näin mä en.
Wait. Who is that somewhere?
We will soon find out. Let us in.
Wenches or the neighbour's daughter, any dirt you can dig up. Off you go! Oh, who have you brought now, Sam?
I'm not entirely sure, but he says he knows you and absolutely insisted he had to talk to you.
Hello. Terve.
Of course. Henry!
Vihdoin ja viimein joku tunnistaa minut.
We met on my visit to Rattay. He's all right.
Vähän sattuu.
And bodyguard.
Quite.
Minä olin saanut 9.
But tell me, what brings you here?
Well, that's quite a long story, sir.
I've got plenty of time, and actually I enjoy long stories. You know why? Because they demand a lot of wine.
No kyllähän mulla viini kelpaa.
Take a seat and tell me everything.
Tämän päiväilmojen jälkeen ryyppääminen on äärimmäisen hyvä asia.
If I'm not mistaken, Jobst sent you to von Berkhoff with a message. How did that go?
Päin vittua.
Not well. As we were approaching Trotsky, we were attacked by bandits. They killed all our men.
What?
We only got away by a hair's breadth. And we lost everything, including the message. We ended up in rags, like beggars. They wouldn't let us into the castle. After that, we tried to get by as best we could.
Good God! I need a drink now. But did you manage to deliver the message in the end?
Yes, but it was touch and go.
I like exciting stories.
Well, you'll love this one then. Apart from being ambushed and almost killed, Capon ended up on the gallows for poaching.
A nobleman on the gallows for poaching?
It was a mistake, of course. He really did have a noose round his neck, though. But it all worked out in the end.
Good gracious! But tell me, who ambushed you?
Well, that's interesting as well. Istvan Toth and some others.
What? That sneaky rat from
Ei
Talbot?
enää.
He's still alive?
Not anymore.
You? Well done. Let's drink to that.
Death to the enemy.
Kuolema istuanto teille.
What happened next?
Von Berghoff was attacked around the same time by the same men, so we thought we were on the same side as him. And we wanted to help him catch the bandits as a goodwill gesture.
Why didn't he catch them himself?
He tried. We found out for him that the bandits were holed up at Nabokov. When he sent his soldiers to their lair, we went with them. We wanted to be there and get Istvan.
And that's where you killed him?
No.
No ei.
We were nearly killed ourselves. Again.
By Istvan?
No, he wasn't there. The bandits were led by a fella who fucked us right up, and von Bergov's entire force too. He lured us into a trap and slaughtered everyone. Me and Capon were the only survivors.
It sounds like your guardian angel never gets a moment's
Ai joo.
rest.
There was some luck in it. But it was more that Zizka knew he could get a ransom for Capon.
Wait, Zizka? He's the one who almost killed you.
Aye. He's called Jan Zizka. Of Trotsnov.
Well, blow me down. Zizka is in the service of Prokop of Luxembourg, King Wenceslas's cousin.
Aye, we found that out as well.
And what the hell was Istvan Toth doing with him?
It turned out he was spying for von Berghoff. But he didn't do a great job, fortunately. Otherwise I wouldn't be here.
I am starting to get confused.
Niin minäkin.
That makes two of us. Maybe we'll understand better if we get drunk.
You're not holding back, I see. Your health, then. After Zizka took us prisoner, it finally became clear we were on the same side, and Istvan had to flee.
So when did you kill that bastard?
Not till some time later. Just when we thought we were out of the woods and Istvan was gone, he appeared outside the walls of Nabokov again, with von Berghoff and Markvart von Aulitz. Von Aulitz was on his way to Kuttenberg with reinforcements for Sigismund. And with the finger of God.
With the what?
A bombard.
Good lord!
Have you ever seen one? I hadn't, until they used it against
En halua
us.
toistaa sitä
Heard
kokemusta.
about the bombard. An infernal weapon. Then what?
We didn't have a chance. They blew the tower to pieces and took us all prisoner. They took us to Trotsky and tortured us. But with the help of a woman who works with Zizka, we managed to escape.
Zizka. That man always has a trick or two in reserve.
Thank God. While we were making our escape, I crossed paths with Toth, and finally took my revenge for everything he did.
Dull moment with you, I see. To happy endings, then. And where is Lord Capon? Or should I call him the Prince of Poachers?
Well, the most fitting thing to call him would be hostage, because that's what he is now.
A hostage?
That's right. Von Berghoff took him with him.
I need him
That's why I'm
back.
here, in fact.
Your original plan went badly awry, I must say.
Olisi voinut mennä pahemminkin.
Well, it could have been worse.
That's the way of the world. For my part, I'm forced into hiding, as you've probably noticed.
Joo.
They're after me as if I owed taxes. Ah, if only I knew what Jobst would say.
I know exactly what he'd say as it happens.
You do?
I spoke to Jobs just after we arrived at Suchdal. He expressly forbade me to look for you, or try to rescue Capon.
That damned... Did he say why?
Aye. He said you can look after yourself. And as a nobleman, Capon has nothing to fear in captivity.
Ah, Jobst.
If we cause trouble for Sigismund, it could threaten his plans, he said. That's cowardice if you ask me.
It's true I can take care of myself, but the old schemer could at least have warned me, whatever his plans might be.
Zizka sees Jobst as a pain in the arse, too. I mean, he's not fond of him. And he doesn't approve of his plan.
Then I expect he and I will see eye to eye. Although I prefer a different strategy to braining all and sundry with a mace. Even so, what brings you to me? You didn't take this risk just to tell me what Jobst is like, or that I should carry on with what I'm doing.
No. My first concern is to rescue Lord Capon, whatever schemes Jobst is dreaming up.
And then...
And also, it's about your safety.
My safety?
You know, they tortured us. Zizka, Godwin and me.
Tämä. Sehän on
They
minä,
asked
koska
about
Godwin.
Jobst's plans and about you. I'd have held out, but Godwin... He told them where you were.
Where I am? In this city, you mean? That's not such a terrible betrayal. Kuttenberg is a big city. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Not that they have not tried. They almost caught you a couple of times. If it were not for my people.
That's true, of course. But I'm not going to bear a grudge. The executioner always gets what he wants. And if he hadn't, we wouldn't be talking right now.
Thank you.
Oh.
You don't know how much it means to me.
Don't worry your head over it. If I was tortured, I'd tell them everything I knew before the iron was hot.
Well, thanks.
But I'd regret it as well. I don't like pain. That's all. Nevertheless, let's turn the page. Capon. How do you plan to free him?
Riippuu
That's
vaan missä
exactly
se
why
on.
I came to see you.
Oh. How's that?
Because you know how to do it. Don't you?
You have a lot of confidence in me.
Well, I don't have many options. Well then, am I right?
Sigismund confiscated the property of some burghers and noblemen in the city when they opposed him, and he divided the property up between his loyal followers. He seized Malyshoff Fortress from the Rutards, for instance. And didn't you say, Sam, that he gifted it
Miksi
to
minulla on
von
musta
Berkhoff?
ruutu?
Yes, that is so.
That was before von Berkhoff was in these parts. But if he's here now, where else would he be but in Malyshoff? And if von Berkhoff is there...
That's where his captive will be.
Correct. Capon is at Malyshoff Fortress.
Well, it'll be tougher than I thought.
Minä olen aina
That
valmis
can't be
pelastamaan.
I'm gonna have to get him out of there somehow.
I admire your keenness, but...
But that is the most insane idea I've heard so far
Ai ja.
today.
You can't just launch an assault on Malyshoff. It's a strong fortress. We'll need a cunning plan.
Myrkytetään niiden
Ladders
vesi.
and lots of men. That could be arranged, maybe.
Careful! Jobst ordered us not to stir up trouble. And this would be serious trouble. But if Capon simply vanished...
Vanished how?
Yön Henry.
I don't know yet. But like I said, Malyshoff belonged to the Rutards. And I'm sure they're not keen on the new tenant. I think if you pay a visit to Sir Kunslin Rutard and convince him you have common interests, he'll be happy to think up a solution with you.
Like what?
Who knows? Perhaps Lord Rutard knows of a back door into his old home, and he might not be averse to an arrangement with someone who'll help him take revenge.
Someone like you.
Hai.
Well, I wouldn't get my hopes up. But it's the best we've got, and there's no harm in trying. Where can I find this Kunslin?
Sigismund seized his fortress, but, surprisingly, he let him keep his palace in the city. It's right next to the Italian court.
All right, I'll give it a go.
Once you have some news, you know where to find me. Is there anything you want to know before you go?
Kaiken.
Come to think of it, I've no idea where we actually are.
Of course. I'd forgotten how you got here.
We're in the Jewish quarter, in the basement of the King Solomon Tavern, below my tavern. Goyim do not just wander in here, but I will tell my people you are with us.
Kiitos.
Thanks a whole lot. All right, I'll set off now.
Good luck. It was good to see you again, Henry. And be careful. There's bound to be spies swarming around the palace. This city isn't safe.
Tell me about it. Danger is my daily bread these days.
Wait a moment. We have something that belongs to you, I think. Your sword.
Ah. Yes, that's a fact.
I must say, it is a fine piece of work. Where
What
did
is
you get
it? No ratikki kyllä oli mulle ihan mukava ykkösessä.
My father, Lord Radzig Kobbler, gave it to me for safekeeping.
He clearly knows about such things. It is nice work.
Because it was made by a great swordsmith.
I can see that. Take care of it.
I will. Don't worry.
Ai niin, mulla on vielä se juoma päällä. Mulla on edelleen tuo tappeluikoni tuon. Ja se häviää, kunhan mä pääsen ulos tuolta.
Careful.
Mä pääsen ulos. Nyt mä oon vissiin ulkona. Okei. Okay. Hyvä. Mitäs Häviäisikö multa toi ikoni tuolta, jos mä teen näin? No niin, hävis. Vielä ei ole tullut niin pahoja pukeja, mitä esimerkiksi Baldur's Gate 3 tuli. On ihan mukava asia. Taas. Täällä on joku questi-antaja, mutta mä en tiedä, onko se auki sille, että mä pääsisin sinne. Ja mä kokeilen. Tää ei varmaankaan auki. Pointti tuli. Kyllä. Hetkinen. Tämä. Mä oon korjattua tavarani. Noin. Synagoga. Täällä. Toisella puolella. Väydet. Pitäisikö kokeilla lockpickia? No joo. Meni jo. Muttia varmaan siellä Devilstenissä, kun mä sen sinne käskin. Alkoholi vei minut taas pahoidetteille. Liechtensteinin vika. No niin. Trader. Hyvää yötä. Pöllittyä sulta ne avaimet. Niin. Mitä on? No niin.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Niin, katsotaan siellä. Hänen näin. Okei. Sulle voi jutella. Pitääkö sulla olla jossain joku muualla? Mitä nyt nuu? Eikä se kymmentä. Minä ikinä hämmän ikinä.
Be careful.
Wonderful day for a wonderful purchase. Greetings. I need some. Come and take. Great. Happy to be of service. Take care, sir.
Ja mulla on rikki. Armoria. No.
Two. What would you like, sir?
This could use some.
Ei, kun mä haluan myydä.
I'll have a look at the.
I'd like to discuss the... Well... Do you accept?
We're nearly there. I was glad to be of help to you, sir.
Saat mitä olette koettu?
What do you need, sir?
Would you repair...
Ei kun... Treidi, kiitos.
Better to learn with a true Meister like me.
Du!
Gepriesen sei der Herr. What do you need?
Who are you?
Ich bin Menhard.
Onks tää se Swordmasteri?
Whom do I have?
Henry.
Heinrich. He contributed to the farm. Since you can prove you too. When you show me how...
Do you normally
No. I came from Frankfurt. But here in Kuttenberg, I have been... That is why I must defend my... I am looking for brave man.
I'd like to challenge you to a...
You do not lack courage. You can barely stand on your feet.
Onko se duelia sitten joskus? Noin. Tässä päästäisikö me tuonne? Mä tarvitsen sen viinikirjan. Sori Hans, viini on nyt voittanut prioriteetit.
Be careful. It isn't safe around here.
Yeah. Winnie. Minun toinen nimeni on Vaara.
Come close.
Mitenköhän tänne pääs? Olen joskus käynyt tuolla. Ihan vahingossa.
You have no business being here, good man. Guten Tag. Was brauchst du?
I'd like to go into the gardens. Why are you on guard here?
I'm afraid my sister is resting in the gardens and doesn't wish to be disturbed.
That's a very fine sword you have, Goodman.
And so it should be. It was made by my father, a master swordsmith.
Well, you can tell it's perfectly balanced at first glance. I may not be able to see the blade, but the way the hilt is fitted is clearly the work of a master craftsman.
It seems you know your stuff, good man.
I'm an apprentice swordsmith.
For someone from Kuttenberg? I'm surprised I haven't seen you before.
No, my master is Martin Menschy from Prague.
We're
traveling north. My master wants to deliver a piece in person.
You don't say! Master Menschy is in Kuttenberg? Do you think I could talk to him? I admire his work, and so does my father.
Of course. Come to the Hangman's Halter Tavern. My master will be pleased to have company.
Thanks. If you want to enter the gardens, go ahead. Just keep away from my sister. My father has forbidden her to speak to men.
Don't worry. I'll give you my word as a swordsmith.
Bis bald, mein Herr.
Kukkia. Hey.
Are you Miss Adletta?
That's me. And what is your name? You handsome fellow?
Henry.
A nice name. But I have to warn you, I won't be amiss for much longer. Seeing you here makes me regret that a little, though.
Pleasure's all mine. I'm here on behalf of Caspar Rudolph. It's about the book he lent you.
Caspar? Oh, the poor thing got a proper hiding from my father. How is he?
His vineyards aren't bringing in much, and he's generally not doing too well. That's why I'm here, in fact. Bushek's book may not be the most precious manuscript in the world, but it'll help Caspar.
When we were friends, he gifted me that book. There was no mention of it being on loan. And now he wants it back all of a sudden?
He is in trouble.
What if we became friends, and you gave me the book?
You're taking a big risk, good man. My father could have your tongue cut out for that kind of talk. He's not too keen on my friends.
That doesn't bother me.
But it's not that easy to become a friend of mine. First, you need to impress me somehow.
I could write a poem for you.
Love poetry. I have to warn you that my taste is rather refined.
One stolen glance, tender and true, captured my heart, beholden to you. Your beauty and grace, like flowers in spring, as the rising sun, you make the birds sing.
That wasn't bad, good man. You have talent. You deserve a reward.
How about a kiss?
Here, now? In broad daylight?
Eikö riski? Vai mukavaa?
Why not? We're alone here.
That's what you think. I don't want to make my family angry. And it would be a pity if you came to harm as well.
Missä oot joka shotin tässä ei tota?
If the circumstances were different, who knows? But your charming courtship has made me happy.
I'd like to take Caspar's book now.
Of course. That's what you came for, isn't it?
I have the book, so I'll be off.
Farewell, Henry. Never forget me.
Unohan nimes heti kohta. Minä ei tässä muista sitä enää.
The Lord be with you.
No niin, pitää lukea viinikirja. Ohjelmaosalta Forpaladiusvoisalta. Maanantai. Nuorten pitäisi juoda valkoviiniä. Ja aikuisten tai vanhusten punaviiniä. Vinsanto. Avignon. Okei, muistaisinpa sit mitään, kun mennään tänne tekemään tuota. Itse pitää varmaan ottaa unet. No tuolla on toi taverna, jos mä käyn siellä nukkumassa.
Look at that! I think I'll take it. I hope nobody misses this.
Ja. Täältä varmaan täältä.
Praise God.
Ei Katharine, sulle ei. Eikö se ole täällä?
You said you needed some help with something. What's going on?
Something's happened.
No.
Oh, a real mess. And I need help from someone reliable.
What is it?
When I was fishing around for information about Liechtenstein, I cast the net a bit too wide. And one of the servant girls I questioned was just found dead.
You think she was killed because of you?
I don't know. If I did, I wouldn't be asking you for help.
I'll help you. Tell me all about it. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She was an ordinary, pretty girl. She worked as a maid. I heard they found her all hacked up, tossed somewhere by the town wall. Oh, folk in town are saying it was absolute slaughter. They took the body to the morgue by the St. Peter and St. Paul cemetery.
I'll go take a look at her. See if I can find anything.
I think that would be for the best. Though, I don't think it'll be a very pretty sight. You can ask the gravedigger for details. He'll know the most.
When did you last see the girl?
Around a week ago?
And did you notice anything suspicious about her?
Not at all. She was always cheerful, lively. She was looking forward to a dance. Though I'm afraid she won't be dancing ever again.
What about your other girls? Are they all right?
Yes, fortunately. I'm careful enough to keep them pretty much in the dark about my plans. That's why Alice's death shocked me so much.
Voi olla totally unrelated.
What was Alice trying to find out for you?
She always brought me the freshest gossip overheard from her master. And lately, what the other maids in town were saying.
And did you learn anything important from her? Something someone would kill her for?
That's the thing. All she brought me was gossip. Who was cheating on who wasn't going to confession, those sorts of things. So you'll have to figure out the rest for yourself.
What are you going to do next?
I'd like to ask the others if they noticed anything suspicious. If someone is following them and the like, but...
But you don't want to scare them.
I'm scared myself. For them. Maybe nobody knows about them yet. If someone was to follow me, I could give them away. And I can't risk that. I don't want anyone else to die because of me.
What if I go and see them?
They don't know you, Henry. You'd only scare them. I'll figure something out. In the meantime, find out everything you can about Alice.
Do you think there could be something bigger behind the murder?
I don't know. Maybe she just got caught up in something. But it's strange. Why would someone do her like that? That's the kind of thing you do when you want to send someone a message.
Why did you ask me in particular for help?
Because you're the only one I know here.
Aha.
But don't take it the wrong way. I'm actually glad it's you. You're pretty reliable.
Kiitos.
Not even Zishka would be of much help to me here.
Teillä on jotain historiaa.
Thanks. I know everything I need.
Good. Go to that graveyard. In the meantime, I'll try to find out more. So what's it gonna be?
Mistä mä en... Se täällä on toi... Kun täällä jossain... Niinku...
I'm sorry. Are you going to do what we talked about?
Majatalo pitää jossakin, kun mä haluaisin ostaa työpaikan. Sitä nyt ei sun. Veikkerää. Pari meni.
I'd like to discuss the...
I. To be of service, sir.
Minä jutella sinulle.
How can I help you, sir?
I need to eat...
We'd be on... And for how long? Very well.
Let's talk about the...
That's more like it. I knew we'd come. Our beds are clean.
Where can I...
Easy. You just go upstairs.
Niin. Mistä minä pääsen? Pitää kertaa. Mistä?
Careful.
Tässä. Oot nämä iso huono. Mikä tää nyt minun? Anna.
Coming right up.
What's the hold up in Kickbutt?
Täällä on tommonen.
You. Now I'll show you. Felt like stealing, eh? Return what you stole and pay for the debt.
Wait a moment. I just wanted to borrow it for...
That's not how it works. But fine. But don't do anything...
But at least I have time to play dice. You feel like rolling a few tonight?
Mitenkä ne tiesi, että... Tuliko näistä? Kadultako se nyt? En tiedä. En tiedä, menen takaisin nukkumaan. Niin, voidaan vähän paremmin taas. Sitten täällä ei ole ketään. Todella hämmentynyt. Katsottu.
Stay close to the others. It's not safe here.
Mistä mä pääsen? Ruokaa. Jom. No niin. No niin, Havel.
The city has come under the Marlin parish. Relations between the
onks tää Taylori?
Well then, does the poor thing still not know?
Where's the apples? Yellow and red. Buy some apples. God in heaven.
Inexpensive but high quality. Oh, excuse me.
Se on ihan tässä. Tuolla varmaankin. No niin. Tämäpäs minun toinen outfitti. Mitäs mä laitan vielä ton? Kun mulla on parempaa huudia. Tuo. Ja mulla on tämmönen brokade-huudi. Ja mutta sä varastat tämmöistä valetta. Ja sitten toi miekka tietysti. Niin. Hyvä herra. Enchanted. Havel, hei.
Havel, the owner of the local inn, I assume?
That I am. How can I help you?
When I asked where I should go in this city for good wine, your inn was recommended.
You've come to the right place. You won't find better wine in this city. Have you come from far away?
Very far, Goodman. I'm Henry, and I rarely hear my name spoken in my native tongue.
You don't say. Where's the last place you were?
I did a lot of travelling in Italy, from north to south.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
It's not often I get the chance to talk to someone so well travelled. It'd be nice to have someone to discuss the drink of kings with.
An invitation I can't refuse. Thank you.
Well, good man, how shall we begin our tasting? Ah, I know. How about a little white to begin with?
Excellent.
So, what do you say to that?
Hints of vanilla. That's uncommon. And I have to say, that greenish spring colour is perfect.
You're right. A rare flavour and colour tone. It's essentially a lighter wine. I like it because it's suitable for many occasions. When I don't know what to serve, I pull out a Moravian white. My father-in-law loves it. He'll be a blessed 70 years old this year, so I'm giving him a few casks to make his old age a little merrier.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. According to Galen, it's not right to give the sick and elderly cold wine. They themselves are cold, so it's better to balance it out with a warm wine, a strong and sweet red that ripened on a sunny southern hillside.
I see you're an expert in medicine as well as wine, Goodman. Galen, you say?
Yes. Galen and other scholars share similar opinions.
Anyway, let's have a cup of something else.
My thoughts exactly.
What shall we... Ah, I know. Let's have some red. How about a young Blaufränkisch from Austria? Or as we call it in Bohemia, Blue Frankovka.
From you, Goodman, anything. Pour away.
Quite a decent vintage.
A bit bitter for my tastes. But you said it's a young Blaufränkisch. I'm getting notes of black currant. The colour is dark, almost purple, but as it should be.
Yes, the colour enchants me every time. Almost like drinking from an inkwell.
Oh, I've never drunk ink. Would you recommend it?
My grandfather used to say, you won't know till you've tried it. He lived and died by that saying.
Uh-huh. What happened to him?
Well, the poor fella suffered from ulcers. So one day, true to his favourite saying, he tried drinking spirits to cure himself. Burn the canker, he said. Well, he burnt it so thoroughly, he was dead in a week. God rest his soul.
To your grandfather, and his contribution to advancing the knowledge of medicine.
Tell me, good man, what's regarded in your country as the most prized Italian wine?
Definitely Vinsanto. A sacred wine. It's a straw wine from Tuscany. But it's still dry, and they say it works miracles.
Every wine can do that, good man. It loosens men's lips and women's legs.
True. Good health.
Well then, let's move on to the next one. After all that quality stuff, let's refresh ourselves with something simpler. Would you like a Hippocras?
Certainly. The better ones will go straight to our heads. And I'll admit, I do like it from time to time.
Nothing to be ashamed of. It's not easy to make a good Hippocras. Mine has an unusual ingredient in it. Let's see if you can tell what it is.
Very nice. I'd say it's mint?
Precisely. It gives a nice freshness, wouldn't you say? And there's a garden full of it right behind the tavern. I don't know where to put it all.
But it's missing some kick. I reckon your cook forgot to add something. Ginger. It's missing ginger.
But of course. The cook told me they didn't have any at the market. You have a refined tongue, good man. I'll give you that. After that hippocras, we should have something more high class. I've got a rare Hungarian wine from Ega. Very strong and very sweet.
Bring it on. This is no time for weak wine.
My thoughts exactly.
Lisää viinaa. Mitenköhän käynnissä mä lähden täältä?
So what do you think? Good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very strong. Matured in an oak barrel, undoubtedly. Colour is excellent as well. A crimson red. The smell is heavy, spicy, almost suffocating. I have to admit, I haven't had much Hungarian wine, but maybe I should change that.
I drank this particular wine from Ega at a banquet held to celebrate the new city council. Hungarian government, Hungarian wine, and Hungarian delicacies. I was so looking forward to enjoying some nice Hungarian sausages or pate, but I ended up leaving disappointed.
How so?
They started bringing out melons, apples, plums, and all sorts of other fruit. And finally, they served fish. I don't eat fish, and fruit makes me burp. So I went hungry at a feast.
I'm sorry you're disappointed, but I think they chose the food well.
Really?
Once again, I have to refer to Galen and his wisdom. Fish and fruit are foods with a cold essence. For that reason, they should all be balanced out with a warm wine, which this exquisite Hungarian surely is. Sweet, strong.
Very well. The fish, I can understand. It lives in the water. But fruit ripens in the sun. Why is it considered cold?
Well, it's not so much about the sun. According to Galen, fruit is cold by nature because blood has never flowed through it.
Thanks for the explanation. I've heard these rules before, but nobody explained them as well as you just did. Oh, forget Galen. I'd still rather have a nice duck patty with my red.
But of course. The main thing is what suits your palate, Goodman.
Well, that's Hungary checked off the list. What's next?
How about something local? I noticed there were vineyards in Kuttenberg.
But of course, we have vineyards and grapes from Burgundy that Emperor Charles himself had brought in. The local vintners grow some fine grapes, but they're still learning everything that comes after that. The local stuff gets diluted a lot. They flavour it with all sorts of shit, or leave it for vinegar.
Don't tell me you don't have a drop of anything local that would be worth trying.
Well, there's the monastery secret. A wine from the Sedlets monastery. My cousin Jerome is the custodian of the monastery vineyard.
Ah. Why is it called secret?
Taste it, and you'll see.
Interesting. There's no trace of any flavour that shouldn't be there. Neither honey nor spices. Just the pure taste of wine. But there is something to it. Something I don't recognise.
That's it, good man.
Is that the secret?
Exactly. The monks add a secret ingredient to the wine.
A secret ingredient?
Kaljaa.
How do you know that?
Like I said, my cousin Jerome is the custodian of the
Voisitko
monastery.
kertoa minulle tämän salaisen aineistonsa?
I handle their supply. Sometimes I bring food for the workers, new barrels, tools and the like. And from time to time, I bring them a sealed crate which smells peculiar. Jerome didn't want to tell me what's in it. But when I insisted, he told me it's some kind of incense they burn in the barrels.
Really? I've never heard of such a thing.
Neither have I. But like I said, the chest was sealed and the whole thing is shrouded in secrecy.
A real monastery secret. What should we drink next?
I'm glad you like my wine. That's enough tasting for today. After all, I've offered you everything worth trying, and now the wine is starting to go to my head. But you're welcome to stay in my tavern as long as you like. I have to say, I really enjoyed our chat. It's rare to meet someone who really understands wine.
I enjoyed your company a lot too. Nevertheless, I won't keep you, Goodman, and I'll bid you farewell.
Oletteko kuulleet sellaista viidestä
If you
vuoden
decide to
Valdemar?
extend your stay in Kuttenberg, stop by for a drink again.
Definitely. God be with you.
No niin. No niin, Kasper.
Shiny charcoal! Sorted and weighed!
Onko tuo joku kuistiantaja?
Fair prices!
Yläkerras.
Fine wares!
Onko täällä yläkerta? On.
Be careful, it's not safe here.
God, why?
It's like I'm invisible or something.
Good day to you. What brings you here?
Are you in charge of the construction of St. Barbara's? I hear you sent for a blacksmith. Well, here I am. My name is Henry.
Johann Parler is my name, from the Parler Building Works.
I'm truly pleased to meet you.
Close, but not quite.
More delicate, you say? And what exactly does that mean?
Oh, there's nothing to fear, if we are careful. You've never heard of my father, Peter?
I can't say as I have.
He had a divine gift, but he didn't that task.
Well, that's very nice.
Construction work is going... Therefore, I'd like to conceal a protective talisman among the roof beams of the cathedral.
And why is that?
Talismans don't grow on trees. I know...
I think I'm beginning.
The first is the horseshoe hanging above the door of the tailor's at the hall. They say he once got lost in a snowstorm.
Okay.
And...
My word.
Don't speak. Just listen. The next talisman is a commemorative, and the third is a nail somewhere in the beams of the potter's house. I want you to get all three. Smelt them, putting a carpenter's axe.
And no one will know it's made out of a... Stealing?
Perhaps a bit, but...
Well, if you think so. This won't be an easy...
Have no fear.
Naja.
All right.
It'll be more than good. Have no fear. Until we meet again.
Kaikkea sitä. Lähdetään ekana kertomaan meidän Kasperille ilo-uutiset.
Aye, true enough. I need to pay the tithe and give something to the church for my father's requiem mass.
Isn't it a bit early for that? It's ages till St. Wenceslas Day, and they don't collect tithes before then.
You're right, but I promise
Miksi sinun kanssa?
What can you do, sir?
Stay close to the others.
and elegant and...
God bless you, sir.
I spoke to Havel.
And? How did it go?
Good. I had to drink a bit of wine to get some answers out of him, but I sacrificed myself for the cause.
And what did he say?
It took a while, but in the end, he told me sometimes crates of a special incense are brought to the vineyard, and they apparently burn it in the barrels.
What? Incense? And he wasn't just yanking your pizzle or
yanking your pizzle.
He may have been drunk, but he was telling the truth. He doesn't know what incense it is, just that they get it delivered.
Right, and here's a small reward so you don't go around saying old Casper's ungrateful. But now I need you to look into it further. We need to find out what this special incense is for. We'll have to take a look in the vineyard and take some of that incense.
We, meaning me, right?
Of course I mean you. See how well we understand each other?
I'll do it, but I want more coin. It's a risky thing to do. What's more, it's the monastery's vineyard. I don't want to end up on the wrong side of the church.
All right. I'll give you more, but I want you to know you're bleeding me dry as is.
I'm the one likely to actually bleed. Now tell me where to look. The vineyard is pretty big.
It's big, true. But there's a vineyard house right in the middle.
Okay.
The custodian lives there. Besides, there's also a side garden where they grow new varieties of grapes.
No niin, sieltä pitää tosi etingää.
Where exactly?
A short way to the north of...
How do I get in?
The simplest thing would be to get hired as a labourer.
What if they catch me?
You have to be careful. The vineyard is closely...
I'm on it then.
Good luck. By the way, what about the business with the Manlikas? Did you...
Yes. Miss Adletter is sweet. She even gave me back your book. Here it is.
Ah, thanks very much. I'll try to sell it and pay off at least some of my debts. Farewell, good sir. A sweet red, a sparkling white.
No niin. Horsesue on tuolla. In the body. Heart palas, mikä käy eka toi.
Caress your soul.
What is it you need?
I'm just looking for something.
A fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
This is my first time in the city and I don't know my way around. Do you?
We'll see. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a tavern. The Emperor Charles? But I don't even know what quarter it's in. I only know the merchant quarter.
I reckon it's in the cobbler quarter. Have you tried there?
No, but I will. Thanks. I heard the food at that place is fantastic.
I have no idea.
Folks say their roasts fit for a king.
Really?
Well, I'm only in town for a quick visit, but I don't have a place to stay yet.
Now drink yourself under the table and you can sleep there too. You'll be conked till morning.
Wise words, my friend. But I'd rather a bed all the same. If I don't find anything, I'll take your advice. We might cross paths again, you never know. Thanks for the advice. Take care.
Same to you. I hope you find that tavern.
Rusty.
Oh, damn it! You robbed me.
Perkele.
You robbed me?
I don't know.
Nah, don't fuck with me. Is it really worth...
Are you...
And so poor... How about trying your hand?
It's a struggle.
It's
a struggle.
What's so hot? You want to be a...
No, I'd like the...
What about...
No.
Give it back.
What are you on about? You're confusing me.
Hey, you know what? I can live with that.
Really?
Aye, but take my...
Yes, I'll never forget you. Thank you.
Be careful. It's not safe here. Gepriesen sei der Herr. What do you need?
Would you repair a few?
Grüß Gott. Guten Tag. Vielen Dank. Was möchtest du?
Schön.
Onko sulla mitään törkeitä täällä myynnissä? Itse peltiin pois tosta.
I'd like to do something.
Ja, das ist gut. Finally. Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
Joo, tullaanpas. Tänne pitää tulla noita yöllä. Mitäs tonne? Mitäs vaatteet? Hans, minä taas eksyin aiheesta.
I'm not doing anything. You're doing a great job keeping watch.
You'd better believe it. Last chance!
Tän.
Be careful. It's not safe here.
I have not changed my answer. I will not sell you the rights to my mines. Not today, not tomorrow, nor in 100 years. You will not get your hands on my silver.
You forget. I have influential friends.
If
you won't sell the mines, you'll lose them. Just like Malishov. Along with your life, if you defy me.
Mind your step. Two can play that game. Did you really think that I didn't know you were stealing the royal silver, eh? When your self-proclaimed king finds that out, your head will be on the chopping block.
Eipä siihen sanot. Rotta.
Seize that traitor!
Not another step.
You'll get yours too, turtle dove. What are you waiting for? Can't you see? They're threatening the Royal Mint Master!
No niin, Royal Mint Masteri. Taitaa olla, että me sekaannutaan tähän touhuun kanssa. Oi vittu. Oliko laitain armorin päälle?
He's one of them! Get him! No, you... finish this. I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker. Hey, come and help me with this bastard. Rip your ass off. You. This won't end well for you. Kill him! Bleeding like a stuck pig. We'll now just quickly. Slice him off. Hash him on there.
Hash him on the head.
Thanks for the help, lad. God knows what would have happened to us.
Niin, tuo
if
ihan
you
hyvin
hadn't
todettu kyllä
shown up.
pärjääväisi.
Papa, are you all right?
What the hell was that, Rosa?
I saved your life. Didn't you notice?
We would have been in the right if you hadn't taken the shot. Now we have the blood of the king's men on our hands. Do you have any idea what this means?
Was I supposed to let one of Sigismund's lackeys insult us in our own home?
And you thought this was a better solution?
You know what? Let's just leave it be. I don't want to argue in front of the young man here. Apologies for the mess, stranger. There aren't usually so many corpses strewn about our courtyard.
Should I get rid of them?
Absolutely not. We'll call the guards and tell them what happened. That Ulrich Vavak and his men attacked us for no reason.
You think that will make them let us off the hook?
Not for free. But knowing young Plimo, the commander of the guard, I'm sure he won't refuse my coin. But back to you, lad. Who are you? And why have you graced us with your visit?
I'm Henry of Scanners, squire to Lord Capon of Perkstein.
Pleased to meet you. Conslin Routard. And this feisty creature here is my daughter Rosa.
Like father, like daughter.
Why did your master send you to me, Henry?
He didn't, sir.
Me.
Unfortunately, he's in enemy captivity.
We're sorry to hear that.
But I plan to rescue him. And I believe you can help me with that.
We can? How?
Lord Capon is held at Malashov.
Our Malashov? I don't envy him. I was planning on fixing the roof before they took it from us. It's full of leaks. I doubt its new master will lift a finger to do anything about it. But tell me, why would I meddle in matters that don't concern me?
Well, we all stand on the same side. Against Sigismund.
That is undoubtedly true. I don't like that ginger bastard either. Especially since his people started sticking their fingers in my coffers. But to get involved in something as dangerous as freeing a captured nobleman in a territory conquered by Sigismund?
We have to do something to help. I know it's dangerous.
Dangerous? It's madness.
Madness.
What if somebody finds out?
Nobody will know.
You haven't been in Kuttenberg for long, have you? The walls have ears here. I'd only end up with my head on the chopping block. And I don't even want to think about what they'd do to Rosa.
That's true. As long as Vavak's breathing down our necks, we have to be careful.
Who is he, anyway?
Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus. The new mint master appointed by Sigismund himself. He's had it in for us ever since he took over the office. He's been pressuring me to hand over my mining rights. It seems he'd like to see me reduced to a beggar. And now we've killed his men. The king's men. I'll have to reach deep into my pocket to get out of that. Like Rosa said, lad, as long as Vavak is around, my hands are tied. I'm sorry.
Then let's get rid of Vavak. He must have some weakness, right?
There may be one. It's obvious Vavak is getting richer than his office warrants. There are rumors going around that he's stealing the king's silver. He even uses it to mint counterfeit groschen, using a fake die. If Sigismund were to find out, he'd have him executed at once, regardless of his noble blood.
But you need evidence to make such an accusation, right?
Exactly.
But how do we find it?
Some of the silver goes missing somewhere along the way to the mint. And we have to find out where.
Find out? But how? They don't let just anyone into the mines and
Pitääkö minusta tulla mineri?
You're right. Only authorized people are allowed in. Fortunately, we have an ally. My friend Peter of Pisek. They ousted him from the Mintmaster's office, but his brother Christian remained in the Italian court. He wanted to become the Mintmaster himself, but because of Vavak, he had to settle for the steward's office. He hates him even more than we do on account of it.
And that's saying something.
Christian and I were just talking about his suspicions. He'd welcome any dirt you can dig up on Vavak, just as much as I would. If you go to him and ask for help on my behalf, I'm sure he'll accommodate you. I'll help you free Lord Capon in exchange for evidence of Vavak's fraud. That's fair, isn't it?
All right. It's a deal. I've already met Peter of Pisek, and I know he can be trusted. Let's hope the same goes for his brother.
Excellent. You'll find Christian and Horshan at the estate near the mines. Tell him the password, Via Argentum. But be careful, both of you.
We'll be praying for you.
Kiitos. Mietin koko ajan, että kuka tässä vuohottaa, mutta se olikin minä itse.
Clear off. Get out of my sight. Stand here all day. I don't care.
Keep close to the others. It's not safe here. God be with you. And with you.
Ihana koja. No niin. Lähetän sinne morgille katsomaan, että saadaanko me mitään irti siitä. Täällä joku. Mikä tämä on? Sitä joku taverna kanssa. Iron Eagle.
Was?
Show me your weapon.
Mä varmaan tarvii kahta nyt noita.
Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft.
Tää vielä auki. Please on auki. Niin, hetki vielä. Pitää katsoa mitään ensin. Tuo on edelleen parempi. Joo. ostin sen Knight's-peltin. Ohi on paremmat. Onks... Toi oli vähän parempi. Joo. Joo.
Was möchtest du?
I'll have a look.
No niin, voidaan myydä.
Word about the price.
I'm done. Head.
Ei ole rahaa mun asioihin. Mä ostan sun kaikki vaan. Maksaa ihan vitusti. Ai.
Thank you, sir. And come again.
I'm sorry. Properly.
Do not waste your time with the local amateurs. Pfui.
I changed my mind.
Wunderbar. But the Schwerter will be blunt, yeah? Aber kein Harnisch. No.
Okay.
Sure.
Good. Take off the steel and...
I can keep my gambeson. Eli... Noin. Gambesonin saa pitää, mutta ei muuta armoria kuin. Gambesonin menee tähän spottiin. Onko sitten tämä?
All right, men.
Good. How about...
Vetter?
For some grog...
Naturally.
Good. We have spoken. So...
In God's name!
Oh nein! Verdammt! So ein Pech!
Verdammter Mistkerl!
You know full well you've no right to conduct the art of sword fighting here. That's the privilege of our brotherhood.
Halt die Klappe. I am Meister of Longsword. You well know this right we have from the charter of your King Wenzel himself.
Meister Menhart, let me remind you that your petition was discussed by the town council, and your claim was rejected.
That decision was not just, and it went against the will of your king.
There's no use arguing, Deutscher. The council represents the king, and the council has decided in his name. Nicholas of Prague here is also a master longswordsman, and we don't need another. Any more than we need your foreign poses.
Right then. So I will face your Nikolaus or any other man. We shall see then who is der wahre Meister and who is just full of hot air.
Well, I'm ready when you are, Master Menhart.
No, I forbid any dueling here.
Master Nicholas, do not allow yourself to be provoked by this German cock-baiting.
Baiting?
No doubt where they come from, they would rather hack each other in the streets than respect law and order. But here, we have more sense.
Samalla kun katsomme paskaa ja rotti.
If anyone is to clash swords here, it will only be when our brotherhood convenes a tournament, not when some Hundsfott feels like it.
Fick dich, du Metzgerschwein. Enough of this, all of you! The council has decided this matter, and I won't waste any more time with your squabbling. You've infringed on our regulations, and it's not the first time. You'll pay a fine.
Scheiße. That is ungerecht. Not just.
And you will be banished from the town, so that nothing like this happens again.
Councillor, Menhard and Arn are friends of our good King Wenceslas. That's why they have his charter, isn't it? You don't want to treat someone of that stature like a common criminal or troublemaker. Show them the courtesy they deserve.
Fuck courtesy. To the pillory with them.
Trampling their honour and dignity underfoot is the same as trampling on the honour and dignity of our king.
Easy, Master Butcher. Kindly leave this matter to me. So, Master...
Henry.
Henry here is right in some respects. You have a charter from King Wenceslas, which, in truth, I cannot simply ignore. You will not be banished from the town, but I warn you, should this be repeated again, it will not be overlooked.
Ich verstehe, Ratsherr. Yes.
Good. I'm pleased to hear it. Nevertheless, you have actually been conducting the art of sword fighting illicitly. You shall therefore pay a fine, to which the Kuttenberg Sword-Fighting Brotherhood will be entitled for the infringement of their right, which also applies to your eloquent spokesman.
Councillor, that would be all well and good if things were as you say. That's not actually how it is. Because Meister Menhard here was not conducting any sword-fighting art.
Horseshit! What else would you be meeting up here with swords for, eh?
If he had actually been conducting the art of sword fighting, but Master Menhard here was only defending his honor in a duel because I wronged him.
Yeah, that is true.
Every man has the right to defend his honor. But tell me, how exactly did you offend Master Menhard so inexcusably that it came to swords?
I seduced his lovely daughter. I'm not going to tell you everything I did to her, though.
Du Tier! Ich werde deinen Schwanz abhacken!
Well, it seems Henry's tongue isn't the only organ he likes to exercise.
Yeah, that's what Ulrika said too, in between moaning.
Halt die Klappe! I will cut off your Schwanz and shove it down your throat!
I understand, Menhard. You're in the right. Do what you want with Henry, but not here. Take him off somewhere into the woods, and afterwards make your peace with God.
Verstanden. Komm, Heinrich! We are lodging in the Schenke Kaiser Karl, not far from here on Merchantstrasse. We will discuss our business there.
Kaikki meni hyvin.
You can do nothing to us. You could kiss my ass.
Everything on putter. Korjataanpas meikän tavarat. Muista mikä jotain muuta tuli. Okei. Mä vielä.
Buy 2 pots, I've got lots. Have a bowl as well.
Sitten.
Be careful. It's not safe.
Sitä vaan täällä. Viimeinen from the rafter on tuolla. Mä haluan eka mennä tonne. Examine the body. Jonkun pihan läpi tästä vaan oikeasti. Mä kerätän nää. Netleä.
Did you hear who died?
Ha! I thought it was old Bart. But then I heard him coughing his lungs up in the yard again today.
Not a chance.
Be
That
careful.
old coot will outlive us all.
punishing us for our
No,
sins.
it was Jan, the beanpole.
Him? But he was fit as a fiddle. What happened?
They say he went to bed healthy, but never woke up. It's a mystery.
God, that's terrible.
His mother said he'd been complaining he couldn't feel his
Hey.
I would like to atone.
I'm tempted to banish you from the holy...
Maybe some...
Don't delay... Until we meet again.
Hey.
Good day. What would you like?
You must be the local gravedigger.
That's right. They call me František. At least them that can speak do.
I'm Henry.
Greetings, Henry. What do you need?
I hear there was a murder here recently. Some young girl?
True. True. She's lying in the morgue.
Minä olen
Who the hell are you?
etsivä.
Another gawker?
Another? Why would anybody come to look at her?
People ain't got no respect. As soon as news spread about what was done... So if you ain't one of them gawkers, you must be one of them other types. Well, no. You can't shave her. No. No thumb for a souvenir.
I don't want to take anything. I need to find something out.
Like what exactly?
Kuka hänet
Who
tappoi?
killed her?
Why?
I'm worried something might happen to my friend.
That's true. She wasn't the first, and we can
Can't
only
tell
pray
anybody.
that she'll be the last. It's true that Lumiere ain't shown no interest in her yet. I wouldn't expect that from him no more.
Who's this Lumiere? Another one of those gawkers and collectors?
No, no. He actually tried to help.
Help? How?
Well, he was investigating them others.
Right. You said she wasn't the first.
Aye. We had a couple of similar cases. Lumia said they was
Meillä on
all
täällä
killed by the same
jonkun näköinen
murderer.
murhaaja.
Who is this Lumia?
Sarjamurhaaja.
He used to work for the local bailiff. I think he knew the first one what was killed, but that was a long time ago.
Do you remember how many girls were killed?
You mean you don't know nothing about it? Here, even the sparrows are
Mä tulin
squawking
tänne
about
vasta.
it.
I haven't been in Kuttenberg very long.
I see. There's been one every few weeks for the past year.
Do you know where the last one got killed?
I heard some talk about it when they brought her here. But what do you want to do there?
Look for clues. Footprints, blood, anything.
That can help you.
That's worth a try.
I heard she was killed by the town walls, close to the hole in the wall, a dodgy tavern in the
siellä
Hot
taas.
Drink neighborhood.
Thanks. What's this Lumia got to do with this?
Well, like I told you, he used to work for the bailiff. I think he was a scribe.
A scribe keeps records in the Black Chronicle, though I've never heard of one doing his own investigations.
Well, the old bailiff wasn't all that interested in the common folk. But Lumia, he was quite helpful. Folk heard about it and went to him with whatever was troubling them.
I'd like to speak with Lumia. Do you know where I can find him?
At his home in Bohemia Street, that's near the church. I don't know exactly why, though. Seems he had some quarrel with the bailiff.
Thanks.
It's my pleasure. Actually, speaking of the living, there's a girl what comes here and grieves over that dead maid. I think her name is Barbara.
And do you know where I could find her?
She said she serves in one of the burgers' houses, so either there or in the morgue with that poor dead girl.
Thanks again, Master Gravedigger.
God be with you, good sir.
Ai! Ai! No niin. Oliko se morkue sitten?
So, let's see what we have here. My God! Someone really did a number on her. Oh, they ripped open her entire belly. And they didn't stop there. There must have been buckets of blood. Jesus Christ. There's hardly any blood left in her. The place they found her must look like a slaughterhouse. I should go there and take a look. Her lips are bloody, but nothing more. Tongue still in place. But if he killed her for blabbing, I reckon he'd have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? These are more like chops than cuts. Somebody must have taken a sword to her. Knife wounds would be smaller, and an axe would have made a bigger mess. But it couldn't have been a long sword. That would have been clumsy. It was something shorter and nimbler. God, that madman cut off both her breasts and bits of flesh. But what did he do with it all afterwards?
Söi.
Did he really keep all the pieces? Nobody could be that sick, could they? Her face is a little bruised and cut, but nobody cut her there. But she has a dark ring around her neck. Was she strangled? The murderer must have had pretty strong hands, and her hair is all matted with blood and hacked off. I don't even know what colour it was. Maybe there's something more to it. What if the murderer kept her hair like some kind of sick trophy? Just some scratches and bruises, that's all. The killer probably surprised her. She didn't even have time to defend herself. So, the murderer must have awfully strong hands, because he strangled her and left a dark ring around her neck. Then he took a short sword or saber and started hacking at her. She's missing parts of her torso, but they are by the body. He also cut off most of her hair. He cut off her breasts, but left her tongue. Then left her lying there for all to see. To send a message, maybe? Or a warning? Only if it was a warning for telltales, he would have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? I don't know why he killed her, but I don't think it's because of Catherine.
No niin, matka jatkuu. Mitä sitten? Kannattaa kyykkää. Jos sinä olit. No, taas joku eri kreividikkeli.
Be careful. It's not safe here.
Kaikki on anteeksi annettu ja sieluni on pelastettu. Lähdetäänpäs jatkamaan murhaselvittelyä. Hans odottelee siellä varmaan ja se on. Niillä on ehkä ihan mukavat oltavat vaikka kattovuotoakin. Lumira on tuolla ja tuolla on. Se käy se ystävällä ensin. Jos kävisi Lumirin luona viimeisenä, niin sitten mä tiedänkin jotain jokeisista ja voin olla sitten minä tiedän. Oh. Hey.
Are you Barbara? I'm told you knew Alice.
Alice? Aye. She was almost like a sister to me. We served together for years, in the same house. Why'd you ask? Who are you?
I'm trying to find out who did this to her. I'm afraid the killer might want to go after my friend as well.
Ah, I understand.
Do you know of any suitors she might have had?
I know she was seeing someone. Why?
I'd like to talk to him as well.
But I don't know who it was. Alice said he was rich and dressed nicely. But she promised him she'd never tell anyone his name.
Red flag.
You never saw him?
No, never. I don't even know where she met with him.
Do you know what exactly happened to Alice?
No. Nobody saw or heard nothing. One day she just didn't come home. And then they found her. Like this.
It's awful what they did to her.
She was such a pretty girl. And that beautiful brown hair of hers. And it didn't even leave that untouched. Who could have cut off her hair like that?
Trophy.
And why? None of it makes sense.
Who did you serve?
Our master is a local merchant. He is trying his hand at trading wine.
How did Alice get along with your master?
Fine. Just like with everyone. Our master is a bit strict, but he's fair.
What's his name? Can I speak to him?
Why? But you can't see him anyway. He's on a trade trip to Prague.
It occurred to me that maybe he could have done it.
He couldn't. He was gone when it happened. He hadn't been home in several weeks. And besides, why would he kill them others too? He never even knew them.
I heard about that. And also about Lumiere.
Well, if you're interested, go and see him. Maybe you'll catch him sober enough to talk sense.
So, I'll leave you to mourn in peace now.
Tämä talo, mistä mun pitää käydä varastamassa.
Be careful. It isn't safe around here.
Did you lose something here in the daytime? Or what are you looking for here?
Niin katon pääsee sitten yöllä vai onko se laittu mitä se sitten kadun? Taas naamariin asioita.
Excuse me, but I hope you aren't snooping around here.
Miksi ei saa siinä pihalla tuossa? No, pesän käsikseni tässä ja... Kun on demo sen näkynyt. Ja oliko se nyt niin kuin... Täällä. Oletko sinä Lumiere? Hei.
Lumiere?
Oh. Christ, my head.
I need to ask you something.
I said not so loud. I have a splitting headache.
That's some hangover. He's useless to me like this. Unless I'm willing to wait for him to sleep it off, I'll have to get him some kind of cure or potion. Nothing like a little hair of the dog that bit you.
More booze. Christ. I'm gonna puke.
Drink up. It'll make you feel better.
Kyllä se tasoittava auttaa.
Better already. Wait, what? Who?
My name is Henry.
And what do you want from me?
I'm trying to find out who killed a certain girl. And I was sent to you.
To me? What for?
Are you Lumiere from the rat house? The scribe?
I used to be. Now I'm just Lumiere the madman.
Well, you don't look crazy.
Yeah. But I am. I see things in my head that aren't real. And then I point my finger at the wrong people. I'm the biggest madman in Gutenberg.
But I need your help.
If I were you, lad, I'd leave it be.
Mutta minä voin
You
estää, että
can't
siellä
help
tulee
that
uusia
girl
uhreja.
anymore anyway. You'll just end up hurting yourself.
Come now, Lumiere.
Poor girls. Nobody was all that interested in it, except for me. We let it be in the end. We let a monster walk among us. No way.
You can't solve this yourself.
I'm not doing it for myself. I'm afraid he might kill one of my friends.
A friend, eh? That's not good. Not good at all. I searched high and low. And what did I get out of it? Just mockery. What makes you think you can find out more than I did?
Because I know people, and can easily convince them. In the end, they spill their guts.
Is that so? What about me? Do you think I'll spill my guts too?
A moment ago you were moaning in pain, and now you're deliberating whether or not to tell me what you know.
All right. Talk to me. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She worked as a maid.
A maid? That fits. Yaka was a maid too. As were most of the other victims. What did she look like? What did he do to her?
I think that he strangled her first, and then went at her with a longer blade and disemboweled her.
Did you notice the strangulation right away? It took me a while. Maybe you really will track him down.
Do you think it's the same murder?
Counting your girl, that makes 6 victims who were first strangled and then mutilated. If it's not all the same person, they must be collaborating somehow.
This is the 6th one. How long has he been killing?
Probably about a year now. Sometimes it takes him months, sometimes weeks. But I'm including missing girls, Stanya and Zdena.
Why are you counting the missing girls?
Because I think someone killed them.
Did the dead girls have any...
Aside from being pretty young girls with no proper family or background? No. I couldn't find much.
Do you think somebody is killing them because they're poor and nobody will miss them?
Certainly. If somebody killed the daughter of a local lord, no stone would be left unturned.
But why does he even kill in the first place?
I don't know. Maybe he hates women. Damn it. I feel like I'm going in circles and can't get out.
What can you tell?
She wasn't the first. She was a maid in a German family. She was orphaned as a child. They found her body tossed behind a barn at the edge of town.
Did you have any suspects?
At first, I thought the son, but then I changed my mind.
Why?
Well, for one, I remembered the 2 girls before. Besides that, when I talked to the lad, he seemed he was... And his mother told me that they threw her out a week before the murder because she was a harlot who stayed out till all hours of the night. That really surprised me. Because father... Maybe he just didn't want to...
What about Stanya?
She was an alehouse wench.
You said her body was never found.
You have no idea how much I'd like to believe that. Unfortunately, the investigation wasn't very successful.
Did you suspect anybody?
You could suspect every second man there. The innkeeper, Mole, definitely knew Stanya. Since she...
And what about that Zdena?
Exactly. Besides Alice, Zdena was the most recent victim.
But if her body was never found...
Because she was the same type as the other girls.
Prettiest of them all.
Beautiful.
Ah,
Real life. I never could pin it on her, though.
Maybe she robbed the wrong...
Maybe. She had a partner in crime by the name of Strunad.
No, sounds like a
When I asked him about Zdena, he told me...
Do you think he'd be more for...
He might be. You're not. Besides, it might still be fresh in his memory.
And what about the other...
It all started with them, though nobody did much about it at the time.
The
first one worked as a bathhouse maid. She'd only been in town for a short while, but the other one, Libushka, she said she was really cheerful and outgoing. She knew she was pretty and knew she could do better.
You mean she wanted someone high?
That's what it sounded like.
Interesting.
In the graveyard, lad. It's sad to say, but we can't help those 2 dead girls now. There's nobody else left who can...
Why were you looking into it?
I don't know what people told you about me. Gutenberg is a big city.
Yeah.
The bailiff was always running from hell.
But there are more than just rich...
Exactly. There are common folk too. So when one of them came to the bailiffs one time, and the bailiff...
Behind the bailiff's back?
Not really.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
Did you have any...
You can always find. I always dragged the most suspicious ones to the body in the morgue by force.
Couldn't it have just been an act?
Fainting?
Can you sum it all up?
We have 6 victims here. Unfortunately, we only know a little about the last 4. Of the remaining 4, the first to be killed was the maidservant, Yaka. The next were Stanya and Zdena. They both hung around a tavern, and the last victim, what they all have in common
Good.
When you learn something, you've aroused a bit of hope.
Vieläköhän tämä? Siellä se tuijottaa.
Why don't you have a torch? You can't be out after dark without a light. Yuck. You're ugly. Now I know why you want to be in the dark. Closing time. Come again. Tomorrow perhaps.
Mistä sinuun pääsee? Tästä. Ei. Onko niin? Täällähän se oli. Miltä orange puhuttu? Mikä tää oven päällä? Tää on niinku pois. Jeesus myötä. Jos mä ottaisin... Mitä mulla painaa täällä näin paljon? Minä... Mikäs näistä on arvokkoivan monta turnajaissumma? Tokire. Mikä muu täällä painaa helkkaristi?
Looky here! You can't be here!
Joo, minä lähden pois.
Get going! Right now! You can't hide from me!
Hey! You can't walk around at night without a light. Do you want me to arrest you? Light a torch! Ugh, you're ugly. Now I know why you wanted to be in the dark. Anyway, carry on.
Lol.
What are you doing prowling about here?
Joo, minä haluan pestä itseni.
What kind of idea?
Mikä kaas. Mä voisin juosta tosta niinku tonne ja katsoa, että saisin mä sieltä niinku quick travel pointti, kun niitä nämä nyt on muuallekin. Tää vie. No tää vie niinku outskirtseille vissiin. Ai niin. Minullahan ei siis ole mitään ostettua. Jos joka niin väittää, valehtelee. Taverna. Täältä pääsee. Lähdetäänpäs uudestaan tonne tailarille, jos pystytään. Onko se siellä niinku kaupan puolella jossakin vai sit siellä yläkerrassa?
A fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
Miten se kuvasti nyt meni? Parsua hängen over his door.
Hilfe! Hilfe! Come in handy. Come to pa.
Eiku. Tää. Tuo kavoja. Jännä ja horsesuotu täällä. Tokas.
Sorry, but St. Barbara's is more in need of good luck.
Vana hoidettu. No missäs tuo on? Building Foundations. Olisiko Oisinko päässyt käyttämään tätä alkemibenchiä, mutta sitä vaan ehkä lukkojen takana. En jaksa kertoa toiselle puolelle myöskään.
Good day.
Good day. Smugglers den. Ja. Se näiden kellarissa. Ei se on tuolla jossain niinku eteenpäin.
God be with you, my friend.
Tää on niinku vielä auki. Täällä se on jossakin niinku... kellarissa. Kai se on merkattu jotenkin, että se on siinä. Aha. Mitäs paikka se tämä on? Gutenbergin alamaailma. Jossakin täällä. Hidden the building's foundation. Mikä on hyvin piirretty? Onko se täällä kellarissa, eikö vai onko täällä missä syvemmällä? Kai se on täällä. Ei, onko se tässä?
just leave you a groschen for that commemorative coin. I reckon that'd just make you angry.
No niin. Sitten me voidaankin jatkaa matkaa tonne noin. Oi. Sitä. Tästä ei pääse. Ei vielä tästä. Enää mitään.
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
Yeah.
Have a nice day, Hen.
You said you have some more work.
Well, you might have...
Of course I have.
I figured someone like you would notice them right
Minä
away.
but
I'm sure you don't know why
Varmaan se
they're
Vengeance
there,
Slavi.
eh?
What are they for?
Before we was here, before the guild, they didn't have a name, and they wasn't aiming
Jälleen
at
mä
greater
sotken toisen.
cause like us. They was mostly thieves.
And they use these symbols?
They thought them up.
What do you want from me?
Every symbol has its own meaning. Only we ain't been able...
Ah.
Sigismund scattered them gang of... Being able to use them symbols, we tracked down one of the old gang recently. He was a bit of a... I sent Hog to find out the
Where can I find...
I'm glad you're up for it. Well, my friend.
Helkkariääniä täältä kuuluu.
Chenyak wants me...
What does he want this time? Let me guess.
I'm supposed to keep an eye on...
And what do you think about?
I think so.
I guarantee you Sigismund don't...
You think so?
Look here, friend. They ain't just any old symbol.
I'll have to think...
Don't wear your bra... When you find out more... Take care.
Okay. Tää on minun huone.
Greetings. What do you need?
Did a Stanya work here?
Stanya? It depends.
My name's Henry.
Names don't interest me.
The
what kind of...
I'm a good guest.
Really? Let's see. Do you know how to recognise a good guest?
By the fact he spends a lot of coin?
Aye. So, what...
What if I simply paid you? I want to know if
She did.
I heard she disappeared with...
It's possible. The door open. Everything emptied out.
Bloody footprints.
Tell me something else.
First, you'll have another...
What?
If you want to ask, I prefer so.
I don't want to pay... I think you could answer my questions direct. That makes it look like you might have some motive for keeping me from finding out anything about that murder.
Nonsense. Ask me anything you want.
How did Stanya's room look?
The door was wide open.
Blood? Was there a lot?
Not so
siellä se
much,
huoneessa?
really. More like hand or if someone done her in.
Did anybody see what
No, The tavern tends to be empty at that hour.
What was Stanya like?
A bold woman, one has. She was hanging around a bard for a while. I don't know how close they were, but she also had another suitor.
Someone from...
No, a charcoal burner. I heard he was from somewhere in the, I think his name was...
What do you know about that bard?
What about him? He called himself William, as far as I...
You think he might...
Now that you mention it, I know he met with some odd people. Besides, you know what minstrels are like.
Or in this... Apart from those men, I mean...
Well, I got bad news.
Why?
One was hit by a car, and the other one...
Where can I...
I already...
Could you be a bit...
I don't know that bloke, so if I was you...
That's all I need to know.
God be with you, good sir.
Se minä pääsen minun huoneeseen. Enkä minä ostanut se niinku koko ajalle. Mitä ihmeen kissaa täällä pihalla kidutettaa? No. Oltikohan se sitten tulisi tänne paikalle. Otan puolen päivän. Pääsinkö mä täältä vaan yhdeksi yöksi? Jostakin minä ostinkaan koko letakista.
Where can I... The guest...
What's new in...
Nothing much.
I'll have a beer.
Raffian, Pekkara, Pekkara.
This doesn't seem too bad. It's filthy again. Damn it. Jesus Christ.
Really need to eat something.
I apologize.
Jos täällä on ruoka. Mä oon täällä. Tässä on Genevek. Missä se on se?
Why is this all sticky?
Saavish.
Look, everybody! Keep close to the others. It's not safe here. The Lord be with you.
Näytän kanssa peprata
Are you a bit cautious? Careful.
It happens! Just watch where you're going next time.
There. Hello.
Are you Sternad?
Who the fuck?
Just an ordinary bloke.
Well then piss off. All you're gonna get here.
Why so rash? That kind of attitude will do you no favours. Let's make a deal. You tell me everything you know about Zdena, and I'll make sure you're...
Ah. You're the Lord. What, that whore robbed?
So, if I
For the right price.
Is this the right...
You fucking betted it.
Where can I find...
Aye. That's what I like to...
Yeah.
I can well imagine. Well, she went to Ravstein. She had some unfinished business.
What can you tell me?
What do you want to hear?
So you were taking care...
Well, just in front of the others.
So you weren't too far?
Not really, no.
Did she have any friends or lovers who...
Who come to see that bitch? She was...
Someone came to see her?
Well, aye. Some stuffed frock came here once. He said he had some job for her. But he left empty-handed.
Do you know who that...
Some fucking Prokop. Prava. But that reminds me. I saw her a couple of times with another bastard. That fucking bard, William.
Katsotaan sitä Williamia.
What do you know about...
Not much. Seems that she weren't stupid.
And did he go?
Aye, indeed. I think he just told her if she...
And could she have changed her mind?
No, no.
And could she have...
With that well, he still don't come here no more.
I've heard enough.
No niin. Tästä on hyvä jatkaa tutkimuksia ensi kerralla. Joskus me vielä pelastetaan Hans. Olen varma siitä. Hei hei.